looks like we are running.
Okay. A moment. There we go. It's D&D time! I've
That
already.
hurt my ears.
That was interesting.
If you don't know what that is, look it up. Look up Common Runner Forza. Trust me, you people will love it. I just had to get this out. I just had to use this stupid thing once for an intro.
That hurt my ears.
Sorry, it's a little bit loud.
Anyway, yeah, welcome to Curse of the Azure Bonds podcast episode number 8. We are 8 episodes in. That is surprising because last time we were 8 episodes in, we were much further into the campaign than this. Yeah, so welcome to the podcast. We'll let everybody introduce themselves.
Well, if we're gonna do it the normal way, then I guess you're starting with me, Andy, the card man, player of Amon Vane, the team's druid, and guy who has no luck. The 2 times we encounter ghosts, I let the in character they're ghosts. It's not that bad. Gets better for me. So, rule of thumb: if there's a ghost, keep me away from it.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Right.
Denied. Go ahead. You handle the ghost. Because you ain't afraid of ghosts.
Sorry, what?
I think it's your turn.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I'm Jan and I'm playing Hallimaiken, the Halfling Warlock, yeah. And, well, I guess that's it for now.
Alright.
Hello, I'm Falling Star. I'll be playing Kaliel, the half-elf, dragon-touched sorceress.
Alright,
That's it.
this is going fast then.
Mia's
I'm
not
Mist,
here,
and
so-
I'm gonna be playing Selena, the full elf Beastmaster Ranger, as usual, who has Ellie the lion and Lily the bear.
Yep.
Pass all glory. Anyway, I am Shirozuki. I'll be playing Meridium, the elf and homunculus combo. Chim said she couldn't jump to gold last session.
Yep. And I am Serene Inc., Dungeon Master, and so on, as per usual. And I don't know what I was going to just say. I literally started to say something and then it went blank. Oops. So.
You wanted to say Chim gets $1 million gold. I mean, what?
Mia may or may not be here later because she has a virus on her computer apparently. She's trying to get it cleaned, so we'll see if she gets into the session this week. If not, then, well, we'll know. We'll know why. That said, last week you guys wandered the hideout a bit. You guys are now in a room that was a sort of training area where you found the lion. You had opened the door and encountered some fire knives and a couple of hellhounds. Before you encountered them, you recall one of them mentioning that the prisoner has been moved. Beyond that, that's where you guys are at.
So in other words, you're saying our princess might be in another castle. Getting that reference out of my system now.
I'm going to say that somebody is not where that somebody was before.
It's Georgi.
So,
All right.
God damn it, Yogi. You're picking the baskets.
Oh, what I love about picnic baskets.
Please.
Hey, he opened the door. I just took the shot.
Hey, boo boo. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now.
woo.
Yeah, let's actually get into the game. So
Anyway,
we click
so-
this.
yeah.
Let's stop imitating.
You guys took your short rest here in the training area. You finish resting, you kind of shake yourselves off as you get up and start moving around and whatnot. And now it's up to you where you guys are going.
Shall we continue down the path that? If this is in character, by the way, show. So we continue down the path that those fire knights came down, or shall we, or should we finally start looking for Adolpha? Because I am getting a little bit creeped out by this place because they have hellhounds.
I think the
Hellhounds are
place that
never a
they,
good sign.
I think the place that they came from is where Wadatha is.
Good point. That's a fair assumption. So onward, forward, and let's get out of this crazy place.
I'm all for it. I'm all for going.
Heading off then.
Usual standard line formation.
With me in front.
In the front, followed by our animals, followed by the rogue we picked up, who is from the Thieves Guild, followed by me, followed by Marine Chim. No wait, Marine Chim should be ahead of me because Chim can Chim can punch things real hard. Then Marine Chim, then me, then Kaliel, then Halima.
Alright.
I just thought the marching order just right there. So
Everybody make me a perception check.
$17.
That will be a nice solid 22 for me. What's
Nice.
with me and rolling 18s today?
okay, that's a
4.
That's a 11 for Amon, and because I'm also having to do Gyogi. Let's see, perception's under. It's flat wisdom, so. And Gyogi gets a 5.
Alright. So the two of you that rolled the really high rolls, as you are leaving the room and making your way forward and around the corner, the rest of the group following behind you, you hear a sound.
I'm about to get it. 13 for Marie and 24 for Jim.
Alright. Then the three of you that rolled the really high numbers, the three of you stop and you turn around to look behind the group. Somehow, the people that are behind you are completely unaware of the thing that you three notice, which is
And
the
we're up in the
massive hill giant that is storming towards you, shouting, "Must see Radatha! Intruders!" To which he stops and sees you and goes, "Intruders!"
Okay,
Okay.
Where did you come from?
yeah, here's the thing. That's a challenge 5, if not a 0. That's not something we miss. Unless the giant has some amazingly high stealth check, assuming he even rolled it, and that he didn't have disadvantage because he's screaming at the top of his lungs.
This is true.
I'm
I
like,
had not
how did they
considered
miss
this.
that?
This
There
is
are
very
some
true. I
things
had
that a
not
perception
considered
check isn't rolled for.
this. I said, this is true. I hadn't considered this.
Well, I rather like the idea that Halima doesn't notice anything.
It's like, what's the... You just hear Tim, don't you hear that person yelling? No.
What person?
Right. So yeah, this is true. Like I said, I hadn't considered this. I suppose as you have stated that everybody probably would definitely notice this.
You
So.
think?
Ah, crap, a hill giant.
Did they teleport in?
Hmm?
Did they teleport in or something? Suddenly appear out of nowhere.
It's a Final Fantasy encounter, guys. They appeared out of fucking nowhere.
It's not a random encounter, actually.
Wow.
There is a door that is behind you. If you recall, it led into... which room is that? The room where you fought the cleric. He... Basically, you hear the noise, and then that door opens, and that's when the hill giant sees you. So wherever he came from down somewhere else beyond that. You assume that corridor that's right there on the map. So
Didn't we hide the bodies?
I hid the cleric. I don't know whether we hid the other bodies. Because I was just in charge of hiding the cleric. Nothing else.
I don't remember anything being said about hiding bodies. However, I will note one of you used Thunder Wave last session. Anything within 300 feet of the point of origin can hear that.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Oh,
job.
yeah. So we just blew our stealth out the window.
yeah, I think somebody heard that.
And then we went to sleep.
Then you
Then we
went
went to sleep.
Yep.
Whoops. That'd be my bad, guys. I didn't even
Yeah, you think?
So
hellhounds.
So Thalia and Gyogi, who are standing at the back of the group, are now technically facing off against this guy because he's behind you all. So technically they're in the front lines.
Oh crap! It's the Scarmelion fight from Final Fantasy IV. I'm sorry, but we can't get away from the Final Fantasy jokes today, people.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a Final Fantasy nut. So blame me.
Well, upon seeing him, Selena will have drawn her bow.
Alright. So it's Thalia's initiative first.
What was her initiative?
21.
One higher.
He is one higher than you. To which Thalia is honestly going to basically ready her short swords for the moment the giant comes up within range of her. That way she doesn't have to move and then get in trouble for moving. So it would now actually be Selena's initiative.
Alright. I'm going for... will an 18 or 5 hit?
18 or a 5 hit. The answer to that is on the hill giant sheet. Yes, they will.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, so... They will both do 7 damage.
7 damage. I need my calculator. Alright.
So that's a total of 14 damage.
Yep.
For once I hit with both my attacks! Oh wait, Yeah, with both of them. Yay!
Yep. Alright. I
And for
believe
your
that's
next trick,
Hmm?
because you still have your bear or your second attack.
I fired my longbow. I can
Oh,
only
okay.
fire, so I've used both my extra actions. I've used my extra action. There.
Right, I thought you were going to move up and get into melee.
No.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright. Um, the arrows fly through the air. They hit the hill giant. The hill giant roars and says, "Me, caretaker! Caretaker, take care of you!" He's going to charge forward, in which Thalia gets to swing her swords. One hit. That's 1d6 plus sneak attack because she has an ally next to her. That is. Let's see. That is 16 damage. Minus his health. Alright, so that's going to happen. And then the hill giant is going to swing his massive great club. That's going to happen. Thalia is going to take a whopping 11 damage. Ow. That's going to hurt.
I would think that would hurt. She's level 3.
It's level 4, actually.
She was level 3 when she joined us.
No, she's always been level 4.
No, 3. You said 3.
Did I say 3? I meant to say 4.
You said 3.
She's always been level 4. So if I said 3, I meant to say 4. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't do just that much damage. That was a crit. I only rolled.
Oh dear.
I only rolled the damage dice once.
She's always
yeah.
critting everything.
Thalia has 2 HP. Just saying.
We
Um,
might
She
need
didn't
those
rest?
healers.
She didn't rest?
She was at max HP. She had 25 HP. The
Oh,
giant,
he crit her.
Yeah, the giant. It did a crit to Thalia, and that did 22 damage. Second great club attack on Gyogi. Yeah, I'm gonna guess a 20 is a hit. I mean, it's not a crit, but it's 20.
Oh, you made him, so yeah, that hits him.
Yeah, I don't remember all of his stats, but I assume that since his AC is lower than Selena's, that would be a hit.
He has
Yep.
leather armor, so.
Yeah. So a massive great club swings at Gyogi's head. He takes 13 points of damage.
Ouch. That's over a third of his HP right there in one move.
Yep. And that said, Gyogi.
Okay. If I was Gyogi and I was the bard and I saw my buddy next to me who would take a lot of damage, I definitely cast cure wounds on them. So that's one. So that's 1d. Let me pull up the program I'm using for rolling for him. So one moment. Let's see. Then I have to switch back to see what his spellcasting level is. So. H plus I can just check. Hold up. Sorry, it's taking so long. Just have now I know how the DM feels. So okay, doesn't get the proficiency. Does not get the proficiency bonus. So, Thalia recovers 7 HP.
7 HP. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
She's still very much hurt.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have Gyogi disengaged from the hill giant so that he doesn't get stepped on more. So he's going to bravely run away.
Alrighty. He's moving
He's
whatever
moving
he
back.
can move at that point. Alright. Ellie. Ellie the lion.
Okay. Let's see. So. Okay. So, Thalia is Thalia within 5 feet of the hill giant?
Yes. She's literally right up against them.
Okay. So, okay, so really distance isn't a problem with a speed of 50. So, okay. Is Ellie's attacks like the bears with the bite and claw at the same time?
I can double check, but it should say whether or not it has multi-attack on it.
I can't. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if it doesn't say multi-attack.
One has the possibility to. I think that bite has the possibility to do more damage. So she will use. Ellie will be using pack tactics with her bite attack. Pack tactics. She will have advantage on the attack roll on the hill giant.
Alrighty.
She's probably gonna need that. Okay. So 9 with a +5 to hit, that'll be 14.
That's a hit.
And that'll be 9 piercing damage.
Alright.
And that'll be it for Ellie.
Alrighty. Halima.
Well, most likely. Oh, sorry, my microphone. There we go. Okay, so most likely seeing this coming, but L3 bolt. That's a 15 and a 16.
15 and 16, those would both hit.
That's 10 damage and 6 damage and pushback of 10 feet.
Damage.
I mean 20 feet.
10 damage, 6 damage, and push back 20 feet. 10 damage, 6 damage. Oh, yeah, that would be really easy to factor, actually. Alright, push back 20 feet.
And going to skedaddle behind the corner.
Alrighty. Marie and Shim. muted?
I muted I muted myself. Trying to talk. So I think I pushed 20 feet away. Jim's like, the fuck? So what Jim's going to do, and it's actually a pretty cool idea. Jim's going to jump on Ellie's back and ready an attack when Ellie gets close enough for her to punch the hill giant.
Alrighty.
And Marie is currently channeling Jim's fists still.
Alrighty. Amon.
Okay. Moki doki. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna open up with Amon's usual staple. He should be about 30 feet away from him. So yeah, thorn whip. So yeah, thorn whipping this guy.
Alright.
Okay. Will a 13 hit him?
Yes it will.
Okay, it does. Sorry, I don't actually have my D6 on me, so
Yeah.
no, that's 2D6 now. They'll do 9 points of damage. Definitely high. That's definitely high damage for 2D6 attack.
Alrighty.
And then also have him. Then also have Amon as. Oh wait, do I have? No, I bet. Does he have? Does he still have the? Yeah, he still has at least two level 1 spell slots. So yeah, he's going to healing. So yeah, he's going to healing word. Not Halima, but
Thalia?
Thalia. Yeah. So bonus action healing word for additional. Hey, 9 HP.
9 HP. Alrighty. She is looking pretty good now. It's at
Yep.
18 out of 25.
So yeah, that's it for Amon. I'm definitely my damage is at least being it's my damage and healing output's being high today.
Keliel.
Alright, since I'm invisible, I have advantage, and I'm going to throw a Ray of Frost at the Hill Giant. Yeah, it's going to be a 25-ish. So that will be 14 damage, and its speed is reduced by 10, and that's it for me.
14 damage. Speed is reduced by 10. Alrighty. In that case, it is going to be Thalia's turn, who is going to do what she did last time. She's going to ready an action to swing when the giant gets close enough. Selena.
Okay, just a note while I'm talking, there might be a lot of loud clanging because my dad is installing shelves in my room.
No, I'm not. I'm installing monkey bars.
So, yeah. This time, Selena will move up closer to the hill giant
Alright.
and using her long sword and her short sword, one-handed. 19 and 8 both will hit because of 5 and an 18 hit. Let's see. I will do a total of 9, 8, 9, 10, 13. Total of 14 damage with my first attack.
He's feeling it, that's for sure.
And with my second, 2 6s will hit because a 5 hit earlier. And they will do another 14 damage.
Alright, hang on. What was it that you rolled? 6?
6s to hit.
Yeah, 6. Oh, 6 to versus AC. Did I say
Yeah.
a 5 hit earlier?
You said a 5 would hit earlier.
I must have heard something wrong then. That's my fault. Yeah.
I thought that was strange, but
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, oh well. Yeah, the five wouldn't have hit, but oh well. We'll just say that your first swing hits, but then the second one, your first attack hit, but then your second one didn't. Um,
okay.
I don't remember when I said that hit, but sorry.
Okay.
That was me. That was my fault. Um, so alright. I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah.
Um, in that case, since Selena moved up to it, Selena is now the only thing in range of it. So 19.
19 will hit.
14 will not hit, though.
I have 17, so 14 will not hit.
14 will not hit. That said, 18 bludgeoning damage.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Massive great club swings down, smacks you in the head. That hurts. So Gyogi.
Okay, since he's now out of range, he's now out of range. He's going. Yeah, he's out of the beast's range. He's going to fire his crossbow at him.
All right.
Double check. See what the plus is for him. 8 versus AC.
8 versus AC. No, that won't hit.
Oh well. Then he's got nothing else.
All right. Ellie.
Alright. So, again using tactics, since I'm next to the
yes.
hill giant.
And since Ellie did move closer, Chim's radiation does go off too.
Oh yeah, because you're riding Ellie. So that would probably go
And
off
she's not
for-
too happy about it.
You can't help it.
15 to hit for Ellie. Well, I rolled the wrong
Oh,
die.
that's a crit from Chim.
Okay.
So
Well-
crit from Chim, 15 for Ellie. All right.
Okay, so
And Ellie has advantage on that.
Yeah, she'd have advantage because, first of all, she's got somebody riding her. That's definitely in 5 feet. And then the fact that you've got
okay. 15
Selena,
points of damage.
15 points of damage.
And it'll be 9 from Ellie.
All right. The combined efforts of Ellie and Shim riding forward. You see Ellie charge forward. She jumps at the giant and bites at his leg. At the exact same moment, Shim flings her fist forward and slams the giant right in the stomach. The giant groans in pain and then crashes to the ground.
Damn, Jim just sure you can hit him in the gut. Nice.
Is it dead?
Yes, it is dead.
That went better than I hoped.
Chim just goes, teamwork!
I'm surprised no one is wondering. No one's looking at him on like, I wonder how they found out about us. Glares at him. It's like, sorry.
Alright, so yeah, giant's dead.
So, somebody check the giant's pockets. Unless someone wants to carry around that giant ass club of his.
You could check
Let's go
the
ahead
guy's
and check his
pockets.
pockets. If he has any.
No, he really doesn't have any pockets.
Given that it's a giant, he might only have a loincloth, so by all means, fish around in that.
No rings or anything?
Do me an investigation check.
Alright. That's a 7.
Nope.
Oh, he's yours.
Silence. Okay, I think we're gonna leave the hill giant and let's move on.
Alrighty. I mean, anyone else could look him over, but and that's up to you.
Let's see. That is. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. So Jim punched it. Jim's now
Yep.
curious. Let's see how curious she is. Nah, she's not that curious.
She's not that curious.
There's Marie, because it's a 10.
Well, what's he wearing?
He's got a loincloth and the great club. Like, it's a massive great club.
Alright, so he probably doesn't have any pockets. If he has a belt, it'd be pretty obvious what he has on him.
Yeah.
You know, we're not reaching into all of his little nooks and crannies here.
Well, he did fall over, so we are only seeing one side.
Yeah, that's not an investigation check, that's a strength check.
Right.
Right.
Hold on, Chim's got that then. Chim rolled a 0! To try to let them.
Jim rolled a 0. Oh dear.
Hey, I'm not lying either. Can you see it in the rules thing? It's a 0.
Right. Actually, I don't even have the rules thing open, but...
Duh. The person in here can see it. Ginger can see it.
Yeah.
I got a 0. I got a complete 0.
How?
I have -1 strength.
Yeah, it's a
roll a 1
one.
with a negative... roll a 1 with -1 strength, you get 0. It's like the zombies that had a -2 initiative and full radiance.
Oh, wow.
They had a dexterity of like -4, and they rolled a 1. Something like that. They had -2 initiative. Needless to say, they went last.
You think?
Okay. Amon's gonna nudge Gilgy to look over it. He does, and for him I rolled an 11.
I rolled an 11 on
We're getting better by 1.
Right. Gyogi, you think you noticed something odd about the club.
Hey, there's something weird about the club.
Do I have to do a magic check? What does it called? Check magic?
I'll do an Arcana check.
Okay, that works.
Arcana would be an 11.
11. You don't notice anything that would indicate it's magical.
I rolled the same.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Gilgy to do another investigation on the club itself.
Alright.
I'll also do a nature
Bye.
check. Botched my nature check, so never mind on that.
Sorry, what was the investigation check from Gyogi?
5.
5. Thalia rolled a natural 16. That combined with... what is that? Intelligence for investigation?
That's intelligence.
Yeah. So that would be 19. Thalia walks over to the club, examines it for a few moments. She's then going to pull out a set of picklocks. You see her finagling with the club with her picklocks for a moment, and then part of the club opens. Inside of said club, whoops, hang on. That was not what I wanted to do. There is... Oh, come on.
Did you just say there's a Pokemon?
No, I said, oh, come on. I rolled
Yeah, I
like
figured.
nothing.
I just want there to be a Pokemon. We throw a club and a Pikachu pops out. Wait, what?
Where did this rat come from?
So Thalia searches through the club, and inside of said club, that is what she finds. She pulls them out from the club, holds them out, and goes, "Hey, something here."
Huh. So it
Wait,
was a
she
treasure
actually
club.
tells us.
And I'm recording those now.
Well, she did pop open a club. I think we'll notice.
Yep. Everybody's kind of... I imagine that since everybody's looking at the club, as soon as she pulls out her picklocks and starts finagling with it, people are going to be watching, going, "What?"
It's like, wait, why is she using lockpicks on a giant? Did that club just open? What the hell? Is it a treasure club?
Why, yes, it is.
That is, uh, that's silly. Even for this is silly. Oh well, moving on.
Who built that? I don't think the hill giant made it. Who made it then? Did he just ask that one of the rogues to make a treasure chest into his club, or?
It was probably made by one of the rogues or something here. One of the fire knives. They probably fashioned it for him because he had no way of holding, his money or anything. So, and of course, he would have gotten paid something, I'm sure, for being part of the fire knives.
Oh, fair enough.
He got paid better than the other knives, apparently. 2 platinum.
Well,
Well,
again,
he's just been around for
he's
a
a hill
while.
giant. They're human. Yeah, you pay the hill giant well.
Right.
Hey,
Alright.
you guys get a few silver. Hill Giant, you get platinum. And jewels.
Right.
Actually, I'm thinking he probably over all the times of smashing people, the coins and gems just got embedded in his club.
That too. That also makes sense.
Alright. So the corridor that you guys are in obviously turns around down to the south. You can see a door down to the south, but there also seems to be a door off towards the west side.
Let's go there first.
And no more thunder, please.
The fact that they already know
True,
probably
we
means we should,
just go.
Yeah.
We're no point in stealthing.
either that or, we either go directly for Rodotha now
fight that one
because
death.
the game is up, or we continue clearing the place out because...
Alright.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
it's like,
thinking that since it goes west, it might have some sort of a back way in.
Yeah, I kind of blew our stealth, so we might as well head straight for Rodotha. Wasn't even my plan. It was completely by accident. I just need to get. Sorry.
Oh, alright.
Alright.
it's okay, we all make mistakes. Oh, wait.
So,
14 perception on the south door.
what was the perception?
14.
14. You hear several voices talking on the other side of the door. One of them is a very burlesque, deep voice. Seems to be more overpowering the other ones.
Okay, there's a loud person and a lot of other people behind that door.
Well, let's listen to who's behind the door.
So, what?
Okay,
I guess I'll do a perception check.
Yep. Perception.
That will be an 18 for me.
Alright. You definitely hear more than one voice. Again, one is definitely a burlesque, I'm thinking that's the right word. A more like overpowering.
Because burlesque is like kick dancing and stripping,
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean like booming, like deep, something like that. I don't know the word.
Burly.
Burly. I knew it was something similar to that. So, yeah, you hear a burly, deep voice speaking. Listening into the conversation a little bit, you hear the voice saying something about let's see, how would it be worded? Let me see. Do-do-do. Basically, he says something to the nature of soon your father shall fall. At that point, you will be all mine.
So the princess is alive and in there. Good to know.
I was thinking the same.
Crazy idea. Considering the way this guy's talking, this might be Rodolfo that we in there, because he was the one that ordered the kidnap of the princess, and he's trying to take down the king. This could be the boss room.
Yeah.
So I
Probably.
should have the scroll of silence in my hand and ready to go.
Yeah, Jim's like, hey, Elf, that scroll might want to have that in hand.
Okay.
Good.
I'll
Ready
have
spells.
it in hand.
Because it'd be bad if you don't.
Right?
Yeah, because if his voice can activate these things on our arms, holds up arm, then I'd rather not be mind controlled again.
Actually, if Gyogi can cast silence as well, then he could do that, because it only takes verbal and somatic components. So he could do that, and that would leave Selena available to instead of GTFO, GTIT, to get the fuck in there, and do all sorts of nasty bad things with her magic sword. And
Okay.
bear and lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I go in with the bear, the bear wouldn't really not do anything because I have to give it a command to attack.
It's
Still.
an extra target. If the bear
Also-
gets hit, that's someone else who's not getting hit.
Right.
True.
Still, Jim, get on either Ellie or I forget the bear's name.
Lily.
Well, Jim, get on Louie. That way we could give this guy a surprise sucker punch when he's not looking.
Jim gets on the lion. I got a crit on him. I'm gonna ride him.
That
Or,
works too.
Ellie will growl.
And let's have Thalina, or Thalia, Thalmina. Let's have the rogue check for, do an investigation for traps. I got a 17.
You got higher than her, so. Checking the door for traps. They do not appear
Also
to be
locked.
Well, yeah. There don't appear to be any locks, traps, or anything of that nature. Anything that seems as though it would have been the thing to defend the door seems to be gone. You assume that it was those guards that you took care of earlier.
Alright, I'm going to go invisible.
Reading Witch Bolt.
I'm gonna have him. Amon's gonna be. He's actually going to ready him a. Right. He got to use thaumaturgy to open the door. So he's gonna have thaumaturgy whenever one else is ready, and Yogi's going to be preparing the silence spell.
Selena's ready to charge in.
I have to decide what I'm going to ready. I have some options. I want to make sure I take the right one.
I just realized I didn't have my stat sheet open. I don't even remember if I rolled hit die last week or not, when I should have, when I'm taking a short rest. Let me double check that before I get one-shotted by mistake.
Probably a good thing to check, yes.
Because I did that last week. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to roll hit dice. I almost got knocked out.
Selena. Question.
Yes.
Are you at full hit points?
Yes.
Okay. And you're pretty much going to rush in there and hacky slashy?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm going to burn one of my 3rd level spell slots to grant you haste.
Okay.
Oh, hey, there's an idea. I could give her invisibility.
Invisibility is going to go away as soon as she makes an attack, so...
Ah, true,
Really
yeah.
what-
Greater invisibility would be needed.
Okay, go, I did.
I'm
Oh
going
wait,
to...
no, I'm not at full. There, I took 18 damage earlier. 47. Meh.
Okay, someone bring her back up to full.
Right. I've
Sorry.
got
Like,
both me and Gyoki still have heal. Both have healing. Both of us have our healing our cure wounds. So I'll have Amon do burn one of his spell slots for that. So
I could actually burn one on myself.
so yeah, have 12 HP back. Ding.
So 12 will be 59. Selena herself will cast Good Berries and make 10 and use 6 of them to bring her up to full and just have the other 4.
Nice.
Yep.
Haste is nice.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... actually, that would be bad as well. I'm going to cast that, and as soon as we do, we're going to do the whole bust the thing in. Because... Yeah. I'll
Yep.
cast that, and then we bust the door, and I'm going to go invisible after that, so that I don't get targeted. That way my concentration can remain for the entire duration. Because if I get hit, I have to make a saving throw, and if I fail that saving throw, I lose my concentration. And when the spell ends, you suffer a penalty after the spell ends. So, we're going to cast that. We've got 10 rounds to do our dirt. I'm going to go invisible and try to stay invisible as best as I can for as long as I can. Um,
Just don't move, don't speak, don't attack.
yeah, I'm going to go invisible, get myself into a good situation, and then I'm going to start firing spells.
Hey, Mark, if it helps you anything, as soon as Amon's turn comes up, he's going to do the exact opposite of what you did to Mist and apply it to our good buddy Radatha.
Oh
Well,
wow.
yes, good for all of us, but yeah, so I've got my plan. I've got that ready to cast as soon as we do the whole open door thing. I'm going to cast it, and then I'm going to go invisible. So yeah,
So
All
yeah,
right.
is everybody ready for operation for
I'm
operation?
ready.
I'm trying to think
I'm
of a
ready.
good. Right.
Yeah, I got lightning.
Thalia's got her short swords. Did somebody say to have her just run in, or?
I'm gonna be running in.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
melee people run in. If you're not
Okay.
melee, stay out. The
right.
plan is I'm
what I
going
thought.
to cast haste on
Hey son,
Selena,
Me.
Selena.
and then I'm going to go invisible with our surprise round. That way we have 9 rounds to do our dirt, and they don't know that I'm empowering someone.
Right.
And this is gonna be so much fun. They will have to pretty much crit to hit me with a 19 AC.
19 AC.
Oh no, he wouldn't have to crit, but it will make you
It
a
will make
little
you.
bit harder to hit.
Yeah, it'll make you a little bit harder, but
All right.
yeah.
Oper- Operation Kick This Game in the Nuts. His go.
Really? Just really. Alright, let's go.
This stuff we're gonna pull.
So, ready?
So yeah,
I'm ready.
if everyone's ready, then Amon's gonna say, "Open Sesame!"
Alrighty. The door in front of you flies open. At that moment, Selena, her bear, Ellie, and Thalia all rush in just as a silence spell is cast over the room.
Yep, thanks to Gyogi. So there goes that.
So, if Selena would like to make her attacks first.
We're just going to go in order of initiative and do the surprise round.
Yeah. Well, Thalia
Eh.
technically has a higher initiative, but I'll let Selena's. Since
Um,
Selena's tank, I'll let her technically charge in first, and
Well,
then I'll
Also,
have Thalia.
what do we see exactly?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good thing to note. um, what you see, what you see before you, is a rather large man, 7 foot at the shortest. He is standing next to a massive throne. Next to the throne are 2 hellhounds. Standing next to those hellhounds are 2 guards dressed in what appear to be very strong leather armor. Definitely not the standard leather armor that the rest of the Fire Knives have had. The tall man is standing next to the throne. He's dressed in just a simple, like, leather suit, leather armor. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, he's got leather armor. Next to the throne, like right next to him, is a massive hourglass. that is adorned with skulls. The sand in the hourglass is almost empty. Meanwhile, the back of the throne is kind of on fire. There's a set of 7 daggers, and each hilt of each dagger on is on fire like a torch. In front of the man, his back turned to you, is a woman who is sadly dressed in practically nothing due to the fact that she is chained up by the man, whose hands are all over her at the moment. She looks like she's really not pleased, but that's probably a given. The room itself is lined with all sorts of tapestries and things of that nature. I think that is it for that.
Important question: does the princess look like she's able to move under her own power?
She can move a little bit, but like her hands are bound up. The rope that's binding her hands is tied to tied to the wall. Her feet are bound. She's kind of like she can move back and side to side, but if she pushes forward, she catches the ropes.
So her movement speed is effectively 0. She's restrained.
Right, essentially.
All right, no fireballs for me. And so we've got the big guy on the throne. We've got 2 hellhounds, and that's it for enemies?
There were also 2 guys that look like fire knives, but they have much larger swords and are dressed in much thicker armor.
Okay. 5 enemies total. Good to know.
Are there any entrances into the room besides the one we are using?
Just the other entrance on the east side that is marked
good.
there on your map. So.
And he has his back turned to us, so he doesn't see us, so we get advantage on this surprise round.
Well, we get advantage because
yeah.
It's a surprise round.
It is a surprise round,
okay.
So you would get advantage either way. But yeah, you have advantage. So, that said, Selena charges forward with Ellie and her bear at her side.
Okay. A 19 and a 9.
The 19 will hit.
Okay, then I'll do 10 damage.
10 damage, alright.
And then second attack. And 9 and 7.
Yep, nope.
Okay, that's it for Selena.
Alright.
Third attack?
Oh,
You have
yeah.
haste.
Yeah, you have haste.
Oh yeah,
That's
third
a good
attack.
point.
11, because a 1 will not hit.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Alright, so Jim is on someone's back. Yay! Punch.
Yep. Also, Ellie can make an attack too.
Oh yes.
That punch is 20 versus AC.
Yep.
Ellie attack. A 10 will not hit. Well, no wait, it's a 15 because for plus 5 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay, so that will do 8 damage.
14. Good God.
14 and so 14 and 8. Is that what you guys said? 14 and
Yeah.
8.
And I had done 10.
You just need to go look down the line. We make a good team. We should shouldn't break up.
Alrighty.
Ellie will growl slightly.
Actually, Chim can't say that, and Ellie can't growl because we're in silence.
Yeah.
True.
She can
Jill
look like
thinks
she's
it.
growling.
It's like that's
Right.
adorable. That's adorable looking.
Hang on just a second. Um, and I need to. Actually, that one's already. Nope, don't do that. Video. It is. That's not very helpful. That's even less helpful. I should have done all this before the encounter. I had the time, but I didn't. That. And I know I was reading the wrong thing. I thought that was low. Oh, never mind. That. Okay. Thalia, which I haven't rolled yet. She's got to do her thing, which is both a miss. Let's see. Oh wait, she has advantage. So that was just one roll. Second roll hits. A sneak attack. That is some nice damage. Yep, that's some nice damage. Alright, so that is everybody's readied actions, I believe.
Well, I didn't cast my spell yet. At
Oh,
least.
okay.
Let's see. The lightning attack. Oh, that's a critical.
Nice.
That's a crit.
What spell?
The witch bolt.
Oh, right. Oh, you're firing that. Oh, that's nice.
You now see why I called this Operation Kick This Guy in the Nuts?
He's taking
Well,
like, good
this
bit of
means
damage.
60 to 12 lightning damage on the guy.
How much lightning damage?
6d12. And let me roll it.
D12. Oh, okay. You have
Good
it.
God!
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, you know
Holy
what's even
shit.
better? You know what's
Yes,
so
that's
delicious
gonna
about
hurt.
this?
6.
Is that he can then move into the room and continue activating the witch bolt because he doesn't need to speak to maintain it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
wow.
a nice part of it. But it's only 26 damage this time.
26
sadly.
damage?
Only 26 damage.
Only 26
Yeah.
damage.
That is just a bit less than what Chim, Ellie, and I did combined.
Alright, so that's everybody's raid actions?
We have a surprise round, so if anybody needs to move, then we could do that. Like for me, I'm going to use my action to go invisible, using my ring of invisibility, and then I'm going to spend my movement to obviously silently and invisibly walk into the room.
Right.
Maria's actually going to do her action to do something, but she can't do it until next turn. So, since she's concentrating, she has to take a little bit more time to do it. So next turn, she will do the rest of her action.
Let's see, surprise round. That doesn't involve the pretty much when we open it. When that's it.
The surprise round was when you opened the door, so that was anything you did there. That was your action for that. So you still have like your move.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna stay long range because most of my spells are verbal, and Gyogi's gonna stay back with me because he's the one. Although Gyogi's gonna move out of the doorway because because he needs to keep his concentration on the silent spell.
Right. Alright. Alright. That is it for the surprise round then. Yeah, Thalia gets to go. And so she's going to go. And miss. Figured I roll high every other time and miss. But when it comes to the boss fight, I'm rolling 5s, 4s, 3s, and 2s.
Oh
Aye.
dear.
So yeah, she had advantage and failed both of her attacks. So that's a thing. So she's gonna do that. When she ends her turn, Radatha gets a move. Radatha is going to pull out a. Well, first he's going to pull out both of his short swords. That's kind of a thing. But then he's going to. He's going to try to speak at first, but then realizes he can't. So realizing that he's silenced, he's going to draw out some kind of vial that he then drops onto his sword.
There.
Selena.
Alright, so first attack. Whoa, so close to going off the table. Let's gently bring you back. Oh. 3 and a 5 will both miss, correct?
Yeah, 3 and a 5 will both miss.
But how do a 19 and a 20 sound?
Sounds fine.
They will both do 7 damage.
7 damage.
And then my third attack. A 9 and a 5.
Nope.
Okay. Wow. 1 out of 3.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's it from me.
Alright. When
Ellie?
you're done. Well, Ellie's initiative is further down.
Okay.
When you finish, Radatha's going to make another move. I love bosses. He has... Yeah. He has that. He doesn't have any allies right next to you, so he can't make an attack with advantage, but alright. How does a 22 fare you?
Meh.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Meanwhile, he's going to deal a whopping 6 damage to you.
At least the damage is low. I think I botched my Constitution saving throw with a 10.
Okay, you are paralyzed.
Oh.
Oh, joy! Oh, joy!
Oh crap! That changes my plan.
Yeah, get up one of them scrolls.
You are paralyzed
As soon as I heard
for...
paralyzed, like, crap! I need to burn that scroll.
You are paralyzed for 1 minute, but you can use your action on your turn to make another Constitution saving throw.
You mean one of my 3 actions?
Yeah, one of your 3 actions.
So I technically could take 3 saving rolls in one turn.
Right.
No.
No?
You can only make one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Because your extra attack
haste.
just gives you another attack, and the haste only
Okay.
gives you another weapon attack.
Okay.
So yeah, you could only make one. So you'd
Okay.
have to
But
succeed.
it shouldn't
or-
matter. By the time Amon's turn comes up, he's just going to use a restoration scroll on you.
Okay.
um. So that said, yeah, it would be Yogi's turn now.
Okay. Okay, our friendly neighborhood bard. He's going to pop his head around, pop his head into the doorway. Take a pot shot at Rodolpha. So go roll. I'm guessing a 9 will not hit his AC.
Nope.
Right, then he's gonna pop his head back. He's gonna duck back behind the door, so that way he can keep his concentration on the silence spell.
Alrighty. And now Radhatha gets his turn, which means he gets to do everything that he can do. Radhatha is not happy that you have silenced him and all of that. He's going to just swing his two short swords at Selena. Let's see. That's 20.
Who's paralyzed?
Yeah, Selena, who's paralyzed.
All right.
Oh joy.
Don't try to attack the people who's still attacking him. It's fine with me.
I guess he could only use one attack against her. I mean, he can't re-paralyze her, but
No. But she's paralyzed, which means, as far as he's concerned, she's not fighting back. What he does have is Chim, Thalima, a bear, and a lion who are still attacking him, who are not paralyzed.
this is true. This is actually
Well, the bear
pretty
has
true.
not attacked him.
The bear has not attacked.
Bear has moved in.
The bear has moved in. The bear has not attacked. The player makes a decent point, and Radhatha will react to said player's point. Instead of attacking the paralyzed one, Chim, how does a 28 fare you?
Ow.
You take 10 damage.
Ow. I'm bloodied.
Ellie, how does a 26 fare you?
Sorry, lagging. B.
You're fine? 26 against Ellie?
That will hit.
I guess I don't really need to ask when it's 26 and 28, but you know, it's still the satisfaction. So max damage, that's 11.
Ouch. So Ellie is down to... That'll be 15 hit points.
And now that he has done that, he's done with his turn. So that brings us around to the Hellhounds, of which there are 2. Ah, goody. I have to scroll all the way up to the Hellhound. Luckily, the Hellhound and the Honor Guards are right next to each other. So, Hellhounds. Yeah. One of the Hellhounds is going to breathe fire at everybody that would hit. I guess Well, before I can even make that decision, the question would be exactly where everybody is standing. I'm guessing you've all kind of surrounded Radasa, because you wouldn't just be able to
We've got a few
s-
melee people who are around Wadatha. We've got some people still in the doorway who are on the edge and outside of the silence spell. I
Right,
know that Kaliel has moved into the room. She's in neither of those locations, and she's still invisible.
right. I meant like the people around, the people in melee have probably like surrounded Radasa, because we have a bear, we have Selena, and we have Ellie, and Shim is on Ellie. And then we have Thalia. So Thalia,
Yeah.
yeah, if Selena and her two animals were next to each other in a line, Thalia would be on the side. Um, so unless you have a different viewpoint on where you are, that's what I'm going with. um, so breathing fire would not actually be a good idea considering Radhasa's location.
It would hit the boss.
Eh, at the same time, I'm not too concerned about the boss.
That is not a good sign.
Yeah, he's just gonna go. The Hellhound is going to stand next to whoever's on the rightmost side. It's going to unleash a fire breath, which is going to hit Selena. It would hit Thalia because she's on the other side. Hit Selena, Thalia, Chim, Ellie, and the bear. So all of you, and Radhatha, of course, all of you will need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta look up something again. Oh, got to mark it on my sheet again. Just don't remember being able to do anything like that. I'll roll in a second. I'll roll now and add a modifier later.
Okay, Ali will have an 18, and Selena will have a...
Selena is paralyzed. She automatically
Yeah.
fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Ouch.
Then the bear...
I rolled a
Does it-
5.
Beast. There we go. Just grow up a bit. Come on, where's the bear?
So, for Thalia, that's going to be... Wow. That dealt exactly half of the health she had left.
The bear will have 10.
For anybody who rolled over 12 or over and thus saved, you will take half damage, which is 9. Anybody who failed will take 18.
Oh,
well
Jim!
on that.
Jim's down.
Um,
So much
my,
means Brain's down too.
Oh,
my
goody.
bear is on 1 hit point.
Actually, I'm going. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah. So people outside, you see Marie fall unconscious.
Amon says we'll own two things. Ah, crap.
He's silenced.
We have a bard. He can heal.
Yep.
Yeah, but still, it's like he's. Yeah, that's his reaction to seeing Marie go down. It's the whole no, this is not good sort of reaction.
I think this is the first time he's probably more like, what the hell just happened to her? Because I don't think he knows that Jim and Marie are linked. Per se.
Yeah, but he's like, what the? Oh. Yeah, but don't forget, Mon's an old and kind of smart guy. He's like, wait. So if he saw the Hellhound breathe fire near Chim and Rigo goes down, he probably makes the connection kind of simply.
All right.
Probably. Um, so once you guys are done factoring your hit points, I'll need you all to do another dexterity saving throw because the other Hellhound steps up to the other side, performs the same maneuver.
Okay, I critted that one.
Great! Let's just say that my bear goes down and so does Ellie. Because even at half damage, they're both going down.
Right. Once
But
again,
this Radas
So I don't even need to roll.
yeah, once again, DC of 12, 23 if you succeed, half damage, which is 11 if you don't.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Ellie
Or
had
if you,
Ellie
yeah,
had
whatever, the
6,
other way around.
and my bear had 1.
11 if you succeed, 23 if you fail. That's what I meant to say, and I don't think that is what I said. So, that said,
So I take 23 more damage.
23 more damage.
Ooh, I'm at negative
Okay.
15. I'm at negative
So I have
15.
25 health left. Exactly 40 down.
I'm at
Yeah.
negative 15. I'm getting close to the bad mark.
There are no negatives.
Yeah.
There is no negatives. Did I change that? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank God.
after you hit 0, any damage that you take counts as a fail on the death saving throw.
Oh, that's cheap as hell. All right.
Mm.
Because I technically saved against that.
Yeah.
So
You-
Ellie and my bear are down. Joy.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you would have failed, which means you take 1 mark. Yeah. However that works. Actually, Chim and Marie are unconscious, so that would be an automatic fail.
Oh, okay, well, still.
Yeah.
There's no way I could have saved against it, so. Ow.
Yeah. So that would count to them as 1 death saving throw fail. Thalia did not get hit because, again, she was on the side that the Hellhound just breathed fire from, so the only reason she got hit before was because the cone hit actually reached out to her. Meanwhile, Radatha, who was also hit by both attacks, well, not actually hit by both attacks, he succeeded on both of his saving throws and didn't seem to take any damage from it. That said, the 2 guards that are next to Radatha.
Now, did it look that like he was just immune to the fire, or did it look like he just avoided it?
He mostly just... It looked kind of like he moved out of the way of it. So...
Good.
So now, these guys, who are each on either side of the Hellhounds. So we have Thalia and Selena that are the only people still up in melee range, from what I'm gathering. So one of the honor guards is going to step up to Thalia, gaining sneak attack from being next to the Hellhound. That's going to be a hit. That is going to be... she's down. Thalia goes down. The next one, he's going to... What is he going to do? He could go after the paralyzed one, or he could go after the people at the door. He's going to go after the people at the door. I mean, she's paralyzed. So who's at the doorway?
Let's see, Gyogi's next to the doorway, but not in it. Amon's about 30 feet back. Let's see. Yeah, Amon would probably be next to the door because he probably would have moved closer to so that during his rounds, just in case just in case. So yeah, he's next to the door also.
I think one of the closest people is probably Halia, because he's the one who has to
be right at the door.
Yeah, he has to maintain his witch bolt.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is like a 30-foot range.
Right. Okay.
Well, a 60 in this case, but yeah.
Yeah. So it would be Halima and Gyogi right next to the door with
Amon sort of
yeah,
close to sort of right behind them.
Yeah, sort of standing right behind them. All right. In that case, the honor guard. Now that I've realized this, he sees the blue lightning shooting from Halima's hands. How does 21?
That will hit.
It's not that much damage. You all need to make a Constitution saving throw. 5 piercing damage.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember if I have what are my
Oh, he can make 2 attacks. I didn't realize.
proficiencies on those. It's just wisdom and charisma, so +3 only. Constitution 17.
17, alright. You are not paralyzed, but he will swing his second short sword for 17 to your AC.
That hits.
That's going to do another 4 piercing damage.
And what's the total?
It was 4, and I believe it was 5. Because I rolled a 1 and a 2. So 4 and 5 is a 9 total. If your spell requires concentration, you are just struck, which breaks your concentration.
Yeah, sadly
He has
true.
to make a Constitution saving throw in order to maintain the concentration.
So make another Constitution saving throw in that case.
Okay, what's the AC? DC.
What is the DC?
It depends on stuff. Somewhere in the spellcasting thing.
Well, the roll is 12.
It's probably
12, I'm not sure if that's going to do it.
Yeah, it's probably
taking damage.
5.
The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
10 or half the damage you take. So it would be 10, so 12, yeah, you succeed. So never mind, your concentration is not broken.
Okay then.
Also, I'm just going to. I just looked over my Hellish Rebuke. It's a reaction, so the guy that just hit Halima, because it actually says you could, it's the reaction you can take in response to. Oh, I have to be damaged. Crap! I thought I could use it for someone else. Never mind.
All right. In that case, that is it for the honor guards. Ellie has to make a death saving throw, to which she just went down from the second fire breath. So she should have 0
Right.
currently.
So for death saving throw, that's
It's just straight up D20 unless you have something that modifies that, which I do believe the lion has.
a 19.
That will be a success. That was almost a crit. One more, and Ellie would have been up with 1 hit point. Halima.
Well, she's going to keep lightning going.
All right.
Since I won't have to do an attack roll that way. And it's a 2.
It's a 2, so he takes what? Just 2 damage?
Yeah.
All right.
As a bonus action, I think I'll cast the cantrip Shilelach on the what does it call? The quarterstaff. Just to make it magical weapon. And if I have to start melee fighting.
Alright.
And that's it.
Marie and Chim.
$17. Ooh, I'm sitting here going, if I crit fail, I die.
Alright, so that is 1 success, 1 fail. Aman.
Okay, is the honor guard sort of blocking? The honor guard's blocking the way into the room, isn't he?
Well, he's not really blocking. I mean, you could go around him. I mean, it's like a 10-foot passageway. He's only on the right side, or whichever side it is that Halima's on. So there is still,
whichever.
like,
Doesn't really matter here.
All right.
Yeah, there's still a pathway that you can go around him if you want. You can move into their threat and around their threat. You just can't leave their threat. So if you're looking to get in for some reason.
What are you trying to do?
Like, let's see. Let's see. I'm the one with the lesser restoration scrolls. I'm trying to get our fire back up, but
Isn't that a range thing?
No, it's a touch.
Oh, it's a touch.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I have to get.
Well, you're at full hit points, so you could probably survive 1 attack.
Yeah, he'd only get 1 attack. He can't multi-attack as a reaction. He can only just swing a short sword.
Okay, but still, this is. I know this is going to suck majorly, but let's see. Yeah, burning one of my level 3 spell slots for a bonus action cast Flame Blade. Then I'm going to have Amon run past the honor guard.
Actually, hold on. The area is silenced. You wouldn't be able to read the scroll.
1 moment.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
While I'm paralyzed, I can still cast a healing spell, right?
No, you can't do anything.
No? Can't do anything?
The good berries.
Okay.
Well,
I do have 4 good berries.
Great. The DM gets some lucky rolls, and we get and our plan goes completely pear shaped.
This is our plan. Our plan is succeeding. It's just that they're strong.
Yeah, they're stronger
This
than
was
we
the
thought.
This was the
I
best
have
plan
4
that we
good
had,
berries.
and we went with it.
Okay, I've got a
I have
question.
4 good berries.
I've got a question. This room, does it have a skylight?
It does not have a skylight.
Shit, there goes that plan. Oh well.
In
Crap.
fact, the entire
Damn.
room is only lit by torches, 4 of them which are in the corners of the room, which is just enough to light the room. If the room was any bigger, the torches would not... they wouldn't be able to light the room with bright light. There would be patches of dim light. So,
Well, then I've only got one choice. I've got one of 2 choices because I can't go into because silence keeps me from helping Mist, and without something above me, my call lightning spell is useless, and even if I cast slow, our melee fighter is paralyzed. Oh crap. Ugh.
I will make mention that Marie is knocked out right next to you.
yeah, you could heal Marie.
And that bring Chim up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I
Wait.
will-
I haven't used my bonus action. I really didn't get. Crap.
Yeah. I will note that Radatha is looking pretty bad off. He does not have much health left.
Okay.
So if you
I
can
know what I'm gonna
bring
do.
somebody up that can hit him, he'll go down, basically. It's just everybody that's in front of him that can hit him is currently down in some way.
All right. I'm going to. Okay, instead of casting Flame Blade, I'm going to use a I'm going to. I'm actually going to burn I'm going to burn first one of my two remaining level 3 spell slots to cast them cure not cure wound to cast a healing word for as a bonus action to Marie to get her back up.
Alright.
Alright.
Leave Radatha to me.
But
Kelliel still has a turn before the end of this round, so.
Well, I won't. Let's see. Not cure wound, but a healing word. My bad. Just keep looking for the wrong spells. So yeah, because that's a bonus action. So that's 3d4 plus 6. 15 HP to back to Marie.
Alright.
Alright.
Marie's up. Chim's gonna play dead. And Chim's like, I'm not going to show myself just yet.
Right.
Yeah. So, but since that was a bonus action, well, once again, time for my original plan. Because I'm outside the silent zone. I'm gonna back to the original plan of casting slow, essentially on the entire room, because it's smaller than 40 feet, right?
The room is exactly 40 feet by 40 feet. So if
Yes.
you were to, if it's a radius of 40 feet,
It's a cube.
definitely. Cube of 40 feet. Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
you would definitely get it all. Just keep in mind that would slow everybody in the room.
You know, I target.
No, only targets of your choice, so
Oh,
only the
targets
5
of your
enemies.
Oh,
So yeah.
alright. That's awesome.
Burning my last spell slot to pretty much slow every one of those enemies down, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw again, and with a DC of 14 to beat. If they beat it, they're not affected. If they are, then well, they take a penalty to -2 for AC, -2 dexterity saving throws. They can't use reactions, and
So that was a 14.
It can't make more than one attack on its turn. You probably should have opened with that.
He couldn't,
Right.
sadly. He opened the door.
yeah.
It would have been nice.
If I had read it, if I realized that it would have affected all 5 of them, then I probably would have said, screw it, we'll open the door and you do that, but I thought it was just for Radatha. Remember that for next time.
Yeah, if there is a
for
next time.
Well, I mean, you still got 4 bosses left in this entire series, so. Alright, so you said 14 wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
Okay. One of the honor guards is not affected, and Radatha is unaffected.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, come on!
It's fine.
Oh, wait.
I'll take care of him.
Oh, well.
So slowed. Yeah, once again, slowed was -2 to AC
And dex saving throws.
and dex saving throws. Okay. And can only make 1 attack. Got it. Can't multi-attack.
If I was pretty much just trying. Oh, well. 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
3 out of 5 ain't bad, that's for sure.
Well, I'm done. Mark, this plan. Oh, wait. Now I realize why you were saying leave it to you. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the room somewhere, but before Mark can make his move, Radatha is going to notice that you just cast slow in the room. Using his last legendary action for this round, he's going to step away from the paralyzed and unconscious people.
Jim's opting not to react. Jim's opting not to react yet.
And he's going to move. Well, I suppose that he can only move 20 feet, which is which is the length of the room. But yeah, he will move right up next to both Halima and Gyogi. With a
Well,
rather
Amon
wicked
actually hasn't
smirk.
moved yet, so this is going to sound stupid, but Amon is actually going to move in front of in front of Halima, right in Rodolfo's path, because he doesn't want Halima risking getting hit in her concentration break. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the only thing is he can't use these things till you've ended your turn, so you wouldn't be able to still move
yeah. Well,
because you've ended your turn.
yeah. Well, well, meh.
So, good idea, but unfortunately not able to do it. That said, Kellyel.
So, out of curiosity, what kind of armor is he wearing?
Leather armor, as I said.
Oh, just leather.
Yes.
Well, guess I won't be using that then. He's not doesn't have any metal on him.
No,
Any
he does not.
abundance of metal,
He does not have any metal on him. In all
Even
except
honesty,
his
ones?
daggers.
he has his short swords. In all honesty, the picture that is in the campaign module shows him dressed in leather armor from the waist down and nothing covering his chest or anything. I just changed that to a full suit of leather armor because it didn't make sense.
All right. So here's the deal. He doesn't know I'm there.
Right?
He doesn't know that I can sneak up on him. He can't hear me. He can't see me.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up to him. I'm going to put my hand on his back, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray
Alright.
as a third level spell. Now here's the thing. I can't possibly miss in that case. I would have advantage anyway for all 4 attacks because I'm invisible,
Right.
but I will let you decide on whether or not the fact that I'm making bodily contact with him when I do this is going to matter.
That is a point. You would be making bodily contact. Yeah.
So it could either be, they deal extra damage or they automatically hit. It's up to you.
Yeah. I would say, um, it, with the, I can double check how that works. Hang on.
While you're doing that, I need to get some D6s.
Let's see. Scorching. Oh, I would have made it by just opening that page.
There's really no rule for this. You just sort of have to, because it is an attack roll, but I mean, you could say that the closest I could say is that because the attack is so close and there's nothing he can really do to stop it, then the attack would automatically hit. I don't think. I mean, worst case scenario is that you consider him not paralyzed per se, but like paralyzed for the sake of this attack, like he's unable to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Therefore, it would be basically a coup de grace, but that's worst case scenario.
Right.
The likely thing is that it would just automatically hit.
See, well, wouldn't it only have...
What?
Wouldn't it only have... Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry. My mind blanked. For some reason, I was reading the spell, and I was thinking you said you had 6 rays, but it was actually only 4. And so my mind was like, you should only have 4, not 6. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, you did say 4.
Yeah, because it's a second level spell. I'm casting at the third. That gives me a 4th ray.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was that's what I read, and what I thought you had said. Like my brain processed it after reading it, processed it again as 6. I was like, Wait, you should only have 4, not 6. Well, no, wait, you said 4. Sorry, that was my bad. Technically, mechanic-wise, it is a ranged attack. So that, I mean, you wouldn't have disadvantage, obviously, but yeah, it's not going to change whether you have disadvantage or advantage. But technically, it would provoke an attack, but at the same time, you're coming out of like invisibility, so he doesn't even know you're there.
Yeah, they can't see me making the attack.
Right, and so that would be a thing. Um, I would say that if you hit, you can roll it as if it's a crit. I'll give you
Okay, so you
that.
still want me to make attack rolls?
Yeah, do attack rolls, and if you hit, I mean, his AC's not that high. If you manage to hit, you can roll it as crit damage.
Alrighty.
That would be 46 for each ray instead of just 2d6.
Gotta get some paper for this. So, I've got 4 bolts, and just to clarify, I'm using, let's see, 2 sorcery points to make this a quickened spell. So this is actually my bonus action. I'm using another sorcery point to use silence spell, which means I can cast it without verbal or somatic components. So even though I'm in the zone of silence, it doesn't affect me.
Right.
Let's see here. I just flipped through the wrong page. I'm an idiot. Scorching Ray. There we go. Alright, so 4 attacks, and because I'm invisible, I have advantage.
Yep.
So first one, that's a crit, actually. So
before you do the others, go ahead and roll that as a crit with crit damage. So essentially, it would be 8d6.
4d6. Each one is 2d6.
Yeah, each one is 2d6, but I said that you're rolling each one as crit damage, but then you crit, so then you're critting your crit. So it'd be 8d6.
Oh, God.
So, alright, well, if that, well, I'm actually going to do this. So that's the first one. The second one is a 22 to hit.
Alright.
So that's 4d6.
That would be 12d6.
The third one is the same, so another 4d6.
16.
And the fourth one, oh, I rolled low. 5 and a 4, so that's only going to be a 12 to hit. Oh well. But here's the thing, I'm not done yet. Because that was a bonus action. I'm then going to use my action, and this is why I asked him if he was wearing metal, because I would have used Shocking Grasp, given that I'm in melee. I'm then going to use... let's see, what cantrip do I want to use? You know what? I'm doing all this fire, so as a cantrip, I'm going to cast Firebolt. And does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Would
pretty
that count as a crit too?
For what?
Would that one count as a crit too?
Oh.
The Firebolt.
That would be a good question.
If not, that's
Really?
fine.
The first one was just bonus action, so this is the actual action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the bonus action. So technically you're doing it kind of all simultaneously, so I would say yes.
Okay. So then, so that's that. Ooh, wow! Seriously, I rolled really well for that one. All right, now let's do that again.
16d6.
So,
I have 16d6s.
yep. So 66 damage.
66?
Jesus Christ.
Only 66? I kind of figured that would do much more damage than that.
That's fire damage, by the way.
Right.
Well, let's see here. 2d6 averages up to 7 times 4, so that's 28. I actually rolled slightly higher for the 16d6, 31 and 29, when the average is 28, so slightly above. And oh, wait a minute, sorry. That's 4d10, not 2d10. So 11 extra, so that's 77 fire damage.
77 fire damage. Yeah.
Right in the back. Right between the shoulder blades.
Right.
Only a little bit of overkill here.
Only a little bit of an overkill there.
And for him says he only had 10 HP.
He had
really
14. So Radatha goes up in flames, for sure.
Yeah, so Radatha, he's like, "Argh." He's slowly getting zapped by the witch bolt. He strolls over to the door after decimating all of the melee people. You've got the bard, the druid, and the warlock, all like, oh shit. Marie is down, just, barely regaining consciousness. Radatha's standing there, all big and bad. Then the fireball erupts behind his back as Kaliel appears from out of nowhere and silently burns him to death.
Right.
I'm a bit worried about the guy next to him. Like, what is he going to react?
Ahmad only has this to say when he sees Kaliel disappear. He's like, a little overkill.
Kaliel points to her ear and silently says, "What?" Still in the zone of silence.
Ahmad's like, "Oh right, silenced." He sort of points the other one to the other one. It's sort of like, take care of them.
So
Kaliel nods and silently replies, "I'm on it."
So Radatha erupts in a burst of flame. The burst of flame carries over to the honor guard that was standing next to him. He erupts into a burst of flame, and the two drop. Yeah. So they're both gone.
So hold up, was the honor guard that just erupted into flame was that the one that was unaffected by my slow spell, or was it the one still back, or was the one still back by the others? Because that's kind of important to know.
That was the one that was unaffected by the slow spell.
Oh, so in other words, the other three guys in there, they're affected by my slow spell.
Yep. Everything that's still alive is affected by slowness.
This is gonna be fun to take revenge now.
So, at the end of that round, Radatha is down. There is an honor guard and 2 hellhounds that remain.
The hellhounds are probably looking at Kaliel like, I wish I could do that.
Right. The hellhounds and the honor guard are looking in horror at this massive flame that just erupted, when suddenly the roof of the room, of the throne room, suddenly cracks apart and lifts into the air.
Oh, now what? That's all I have to say.
Now
what?
It's okay. Now it's got a skylight.
Yeah, after I burned all 3 of my 2 remaining level 3 spells, I can't cast my Call Lightning now.
The ceiling flies up into the air, and the next thing you see is a massive lightning bolt that shoots down, strikes the 3 remaining people inside, taking them out in a single shot.
And what's Bond's reaction now?
But is just like, he's just like, I would complain, but that takes care of our problem for us.
He calls out, I could have done that.
You watch.
Wait a minute. I think he just stole your thunder.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, screw you, you little mistress.
Hey, you need to hear go what? Can't
Chim
hear
is,
you.
in, Chim is in the zone of silence, and she's still face palmed.
Yes, she did. Because she heard Marie. Marie heard it.
Oh, you have got me. Amon's just like, great. No, not only did my slow spell not hit who was intended, but well, that didn't matter. But my next greatest move, somebody ripped it off. That's what I got. If it's that damn wizard.
Right, well, let's drop concentration on the silence and get in there and heal our companions.
Yeah, he's like right on that. So yeah, he breaks his concentration.
Please, I'd like to not be paralyzed.
Ama.
Yeah, no, you're paralyzed. You're fine. There are people here who are dying.
Right?
Yeah, there's
True.
two animals. The
Well,
NPC, Chim's really hurt.
Right.
meh.
I wouldn't worry too much about healing because
Lightning crashes down and everyone's healed. What?
God damn it! Someone's
no.
throwing foot there again.
after the lightning comes down, and you all realize that it's safe. Breaking your silence, concentration, and everything, you see a priest dressed in a white robe jump down from the ceiling, or rather float down. On him is a shield. Well, actually, he'd be wearing plate mail. He's wearing a shield, and his plate mail all have the symbol of Gond on them. He turns to the party, raises his hand, and says, "I am Gary of Gond, the High Priest."
Gary? His name's Gary?
Yes.
You just hear Chim go, "You could have come sooner." That hurt.
I would make fun of his name, but that was badass. I'm sorry.
Didn't we have another Gary at one point? Some
Yeah,
time ago?
this is the same Gary.
This is the same Gary?
This is Gary of Gond, who,
Why?
if you remember from before,
Yeah,
the
Pools of Radiance.
Princess Alucer, no, not from Pool of Radiance. That was the Bishop
The guy who
Brachio.
ran off with the princess.
Yes, this is Gary of Gond, the guy who ran off with Nicatia initially. He has returned. I should mention that followed right behind him is Vongerdahast, and followed right behind him is the purple dragon of Cormyr himself, King Azaun the Fourth.
Jim just looks at him. Sooner, nicer, please.
Halima
You know
checks
what?
her at her
As a matter of fact,
tattoo.
as everyone else is being healed, Kal-El is going to do just that. She's going to walk up to them and say, "Where the hell were you?"
King Azaun speaks up, and you notice that you aren't possessed when you are dominated when he speaks. And he says, "I'm sorry, I was detained by a few fire knives. It's not that they were any sort of match, of course."
So in other words, Amon's like, great. The Mooks kept him from safeguard bacon earlier. Oh well.
Remember that there was an ambush planned for King Azaun, and that it did in fact occur at a designated time. Of course, King Azaun being level 20, and Vongerdahast being level 15, and Gary of Gond being level 17, just the three of them alone are really more than enough to fight the Fire Knives. But
Plus-
behind them is an entire army of Cormyrian soldiers, clerics, and mages.
Jim just looks. Could you come here sooner? Really? Like we could have used your help.
That was one round. We had the surprise round and then one official round of combat.
Yep.
If we had waited for 12 seconds, they would have come in.
Hey, I'm on. Could you open the other door?
Snap opens the other door. He's just gonna open it. This guy's like, fine. Like now, like anything else?
Oh, nothing. Just wondering if the guards are still there.
They're probably shitting us still at this point.
The guards would still be there. In fact, when the roof broke open, they would have come charging in. But the fact that King Azoun, Vanger de Haast, and Gary all show up, along with a clearly very dead Radatha and all of his men inside. Yeah, needless to say, if they aren't, running away, they are definitely surrendering without even a thought.
Yeah, you think?
So the clerics in the army come down and heal the entire party up to full health.
Yay!
Ooh, nice. Oh, by the way, looting Radatha.
Including the animals?
Yeah, including the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Amon Halima and while Kaliel goes to him, essentially ask the king, "What the hell?" I can see Amon and Halima pretty much looting Radatha and then splitting the loot later. So yeah, what did Radatha have on him?
Unfortunately, Radatha was too badly burnt. Nothing that he was still carried is worth anything now.
Unless it's magical.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true.
Because even Ray of Disintegrate doesn't destroy magical items.
Right.
So,
Unfortunately, he does not. From what I can tell in the campaign module, he does not have any sort of magical items on him. So.
Great. He got reduced to cinders. There's nothing left but ash.
Oh no, excuse me. Sorry, I just saw this. He does have a brooch of shielding on him. That when you wear it, it makes you immune to magic missile.
So
That's not very useful.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Amon's
it.
gonna take this. He's like, brooch of shielding. Great. He's like, anybody want? Well, we could probably might be useful, might not be. Yeah, we can decide who gets it later.
So if any of you were to actually look down at your arm, as none of you have yet, but you probably do as soon as you realize that you're not dominated, you notice that the fire knife symbol on your arm is no longer there.
Yay!
One symbol down, 4 more to go.
Hey, the priest is here. He can cast Wish.
Yeah, but that's just for one of us, and that'd be for the use of today. So yeah,
That's fine. Let's do it. Let's get on that. We have it. We should use it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna opt to not have the wish be used on me. So
Well,
So, yeah,
it's
I'm
useful
opting
on the invisible silent one,
What?
The Kaliel, since invisible or silent can't be dominated, that would be very useful.
Invisible, silent, and without the tattoo, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after what happened to Marie back up in town, Kaliel is not going to accept it. She'd rather not see Marie break down like that.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, because Ray also has fireballs too. And that's not pretty either.
So, well, at least the consensus between Kaliel and Amon is like if anyone's gonna have this thing removed via wish, have it be Marie.
Yeah, no, Jim's going to fully agree. Even though Jim could use it too, now Jim's like, Marie. That's why Jim's glued on Marie's side, because something is Jim doesn't look damaged, but Marie looks beaten up. So Marie takes most of the physical damage. Well, Jim looks fine.
Is Jim still riding the lion?
Oh no, Jim jumped off. The moment She woke up. Jim bolted for Maria's side.
Okay.
Selena, any objections to Marie being the one to
None
get her
here.
bond removed first?
None here.
Now we just have to convince the priest.
I was actually asking if Kaliel had, not Kaliel, but if Selena had any objections to Marie being the one to have
None
the
here.
bond. Oh, okay.
I said that like 3 times now.
Sorry. So yeah, group consensus. Gary, could you come over here for a moment? We have a favor to ask of you.
King Azoun will respond to that by waving to Gary, saying, "Do whatever it is they ask of you." He will, of course, follow. No, he will, of course, come over to you.
It's like, all right, we know you can cast the wish. We know from one of your other priests that you can cast the wish spell, and with that wish spell, you can remove these Azure Bonds. As a group, we've decided, decided to ask you if you could remove the bonds from Marie over here.
Gary will look over Marie. He will nod to this and say that he can, in fact, do so. The question becomes, is Marie going to make note of Chim and her connection to him? To Chim?
Yes, but again, Jim's always like, no, get it. Like, yeah, Chim's going to keep her bonds. She can't get rid of it.
Right.
She still need to do it, but Chim's like, no, Marie, get it.
Alright. Yeah, that was what I was gonna make a note of, was that freeing one of them wouldn't free the other. In that case, if Chim, consents and, Marie understands that freeing her still means that her homunculus will still be bonded, he will begin the long and tiring process of casting the wish spell. When he finishes, there is a bright flash of light, and you watch as the bonds on Marie's arm dematerialize.
Well,
One down.
one down, one boss down, and one of us free. Although,
Kaliel's going to go over to the princess, now that everyone's okay, and do what she can to release her from her bonds.
Yeah. We'll walk over, cut the ropes and whatnot. Once freed, Nikesha is going to run over to Gary, first of all. She's then going to look at her father, to which her father looks at her for a moment, gives a solemn nod, and then she bursts into tears and hugs him real tight and so on.
There's a room to the east where they have spare ropes if you need clothes.
To that, both of them will nod and start making their way over there. King Azoun is going to give the order to his troops to flush out these sewers and the Fire Knives hideout.
Kaliel is going to say, there are 3 fire knives somewhere in here. They're probably dead by now, but they were trying to fight against the fire knives. If you find them, give them an honorable burial.
Oh, and when you're cleaning out the sewers, just be careful. There's a giant crocodile down there.
It's okay, he's chained up.
Yeah, I don't think they're too worried about a giant crocodile, especially one that's chained up.
Aren't there a cleric tied up somewhere?
Oh yeah, it's a cleric too, just tied up in a room.
Oh, you had to remind him. Oh well.
No, Amon was Amon was like, shut up about that cultist. Like,
Oh well, too late.
They'll find him. They're searching this place. They'll find him.
Right.
Fine, but don't ask why he's tied up or why there's a pine cone shoved in his mouth or why he's beaten half to death.
It's like,
No.
she was like, now you're just telling what you did.
Oh, what? Cultist. I hate cultists.
Anyway, Jim's actually going to go ahead and pull Callie out to the sides. I didn't kind of mention, what about the other Thieves Guild? Thieves Guild.
What about them?
Should we say something to the king about them? They did help us.
I was going to think about it for a while.
Because
It's like the king.
because like is
The army
Yeah.
was ordered to flush out the sewer, and the sewers lead to the Thieves Guild.
Yes.
King person.
Yes.
There's a thieves guild down the sewers. You leave them alone. They were on our side. All right.
The king smiles at that and says, "Ah, the mercenaries of Tilverton. Yes, I am on good odds with them. I would
Why do they call them thieves?
Hmm?
Why do they call themselves thieves?
He shrugs. They are thieves. They're good thieves. I would not do anything to harm them."
All right, just making sure. Kaliel is going to go over to that hourglass, and that's going to be a 22 Arcana check on it.
It's not magical.
It's just an hourglass.
Yeah, it's just a really big hourglass.
Mm.
Naya's on fire.
It's like a 5 foot tall hourglass. It's huge.
That's a really big hourglass.
It is a really big hourglass.
Is it on something that can have to be easily turned, or is it just sitting there on the ground? Because it's
It-
have a big hourglass.
It does have a way to turn it. Sort of like a crank and pulley system that kind of turns it around.
Right.
By looking at it, can I tell how long it's going to take to run out? Is it like hours or days or something?
It has already run out.
Huh. All right.
What about the throne? I'm going to check the throne if it has anything.
What throne?
Alright, checking the throne. Go ahead and do an investigation check on the throne.
18.
18. Do.
Good thing I viewed my mic when that came in, because that would have been embarrassing.
Let's see.
Not the whole him talking to him part. What he said to me would have been.
Hmm?
What he told me would have been embarrassing for the recording.
Let's see. There is something there. I'm just not immediately seeing it. Yeah. Well, the swords slash daggers, whatever they are on the back of the throne, are not magical. Let's see. There is. Oh, okay. There is a secret compartment on the bottom of the thingy, the throne.
Oh, going to open that.
It is locked.
Of course it
Yeah.
is.
Consider yourself lucky that it wasn't locked, but it was trapped.
Whether it
Might
was
want
locked
to
or
ask for
wasn't.
some help. And we
Well.
do have an amazingly powerful wizard who could probably just disenchant and open it at a distance if you asked him.
Right.
Yeah, going to note the others that there's something hidden in here.
All right, I'll. There's nothing much really I can do, but I'll take a look.
Just,
Six
yeah, go ahead.
investigation. Wow, there is something there. I think.
Amon just gonna swallow his pride. It's like, hey, Von Gerdehaas, if you're still in here, could you possibly disenchant this? Possibly see if this chest is enchanted or get it open. We are most of us are spells. Most of us are spell slots. Spells. Gotta burned them. Burned a lot of them dealing with Radafa.
I actually have a dispel magic left.
Vanger de Haast is going to stare at Amon and grumble something about it's always his job.
Hey! Oh, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Who was who was in the group that took down the fire knives, and who was in the group that got stalled by a bunch of mooks? I do not want to hear from you, Mr. Magic Pants.
Vanger de Haast just rolls his eyes because you're not worth his time. He's going to walk over. He's going to examine the throne, to which he will note that there is, in fact, a magical set of runes upon it. The magical runes are activated by a keyword through Radhasa's voice. Not that you probably care, he says. And then he mutters some incantation and the runes disappear.
Ah, thank you. Can you open it too?
It's like we lost our rogue. I mean, what? What happened to him? He kind of got. I don't know. We don't talk about it.
He's sleepwalking.
Folly is still here.
Dahlia, can you unlock it, please, so we don't fire the wizard? You know, Chim's giving him like the dirty stares, like muttering something about not worth time. I went down, damn it.
I think that was more, Jim. I think that was more directed towards me. I don't think he was. I don't think he really cares.
Thalia walks up to the throne room and she finagles with the lock. And she screams and starts hitting the lock because she can't get it to unlock. I rolled a 1 on her dexterity.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
After fighting with it for a moment, Vanger de Haast walks over to it, waves his hand, and the lock disengages.
Now he's just showing off.
He returns to King Azaun's side, again grumbling about it's always his job.
Oh dear. Well, opening it.
Alright, let's see what the big bad's loot chest has in it. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of green weapons.
You open the chest, and what you find inside of the chest is a large lance. Upon the lance are inscribed runes all the way down the front of the lance. The hilt of the lance is shaped like a dragon's head.
But I don't think anyone in our party can use a lance.
16 on Arcana.
I'd like to do an Arcana as well. That's gonna suck. But more importantly, are the runes, or is there any language on there that's in Draconic?
Yes, all of the runes and everything are in Draconic.
What do they say? Because Kaliel, as soon as she sees that, she's gonna move right over.
um,
Selena might as Selena would probably still be near the throne and looking over it, and she can also read Draconic. Because her favorite enemies, yay!
Selena and Kaliel would immediately recognize the lands, especially Selena if her favorite enemy is dragons.
Yes.
The lance is a special lance that is it's rumored to be a legend. Nobody seems to think that this thing even exists anymore. It is what is called a dragon lance. The words on the lance state that the lance has the power to fell an adult dragon in a single swing.
Well, Selena will say, I want that, and she has proficiency with all weapons. So,
yeah, I think you have penalties if you're using a lance when you're not mounted, so you can have it, but I would not recommend using it unless we come up against a dragon.
Right.
And you can
Mount your
always buy
bear.
a horse.
Or you just mount your bear.
All you have to do is be mounted. If you have a large
I could ride
animal,
either Ellie or Lily.
yeah, if you have a large animal, I mean, you could conceivably mount the creature.
Okay. Now I'm imagining. I'm now just imagining. Selena riding Ellie into battle against a red dragon, and it looks glorious.
So yeah, this is a dragon lance. Again, all of you, the Kaliel and Selena, are both immediately aware of what it is and what it does. They don't even have to think about it.
And then of course, the in-character mom's like, "Huh, that's kind of fancy looking. So, what is it?"
Selena will tell him.
Oh, that's kind of badass. That's kind of cool, actually.
Selena's like, it's mine.
Considering the crap you went through against Radatha, having to charge in there first and getting paralyzed, I think you've more than earned it. Don't you? Don't the rest of you agree? Well, not to mention that time you ran into that. Not to mention the time that you ran into that gelatinous cube, the Ochu.
And Amon would not know this, but the people who had been with Selena a while would most likely remember that she had probably told them at some point that her entire family had been killed by dragons.
Yeah, well, that's again, Amon doesn't know that, so he's just recounting all the stuff that he does know.
Right.
Yeah, Kaliel's going to say, I don't mind if you take it, just keep it away from me. It don't feel right.
What? Oh. Well, that's it. Well, that part of the loot seems to be divvied up.
The other thing that is inside of that is that. Whoops. I accidentally added a period somehow. Oh well.
It's just some gold.
Yeah. Copper, silver, gold. Also, not 41 chests. One chest. Really? Okay. Let me try that again. Okay, seriously? I'm trying to roll some gems and I'm not getting anything. I'm not going, since I can't get the thing to roll gems, I'm not going to tell you exactly what kind of gems they are, as I usually do when I post it. But there are, as soon as I get the DM guidelines open again, so that I can find the loot, there are 4 small precious gems. Actually, yeah, they're all emeralds. Yep. Basically, you find 4 emeralds inside as well.
Ooh, are they different colors? And are they shaped in the classical sort of diamond shape?
They're fashioned in the more Minecrafty emerald.
Ah, dang it! I thought we had crap. There goes that reference out of the window.
Pocketing
Sorry,
them.
no Chaos Emeralds here.
No
No.
chaos emeralds here. Nope.
Oh well, put those with the rest of the loot.
Already done.
King Azoun, after having a talk with his daughter while you guys have been doing your thing, he's going to step up to you. He's going to say, I thank you for what you have done. You have done the entire city of Tilverton as well as the entire country of Cormyr a great service. We have been after these fire knives for quite some time, ever since they escaped us when we took down their base in Westgate. Because you have done such a grand deed for us, we would like to thank all of you by having a feast in your honor and by giving you anything within my power to give you.
Hmm.
That's really interesting.
Well, we could have noble titles and pieces of land for each.
No. Oh, Ama, was that in character? Because if it was, Ama's gonna shoot that little proposition for himself down because he doesn't need that.
It was in character.
Well, I don't need titles, but I could use some farmland.
Just like where he's like, I would like a alchemy shop.
Yeah, right now. You know what? I'll bank that favor for later. Because right now the one thing I want to focus on is getting this bond removed without having to use a wish spell, and then possibly living out the rest of my days in the woods.
We'll get some land that has some woods in it.
I already have a tree house, and before you ask, the house itself, the tree itself is the house. I don't have a house up a tree. Back before I got taken. So, yeah, I'll just retire back there when we're done with this. Getting to, I'm in my 50s for Sylvana's sake. I shouldn't be out adventuring.
Selena will say that she would not mind some land to live on, but that would be it for her.
Alright. King Azoun takes all of your King Azoun will take all of your requests, and one of his men nearby will jot them all down. He says, I will divvy up some land and whatever else you guys requested, and send a
And Selena
message.
will add with some forests.
Yeah, and I will send a messenger out to you once we have the locations of your desires. 'Cause it sounds like it's all just land as it is.
Yeah, well, Ray's getting a shop, so.
Yeah.
Oh god,
We're
Ray's
going
getting a shop.
you lost. Right. Or what was it though? Aren't we going to Ulash next?
Yeah, I think that's our next destination, Ulash.
Yes.
At the resting.
Yeah. After taking an extended rest, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's like after get resting, recuperating ourselves. Ugh, this is gonna be a long hike, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we had those documents from the cleric earlier. Might as well give it to the king and see if he can use it for something.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about those.
What is it you have again?
The documents that the cleric had.
Oh, yeah. Documents the cleric had.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we should also tell the wizard that there might be some interesting things that the wizard in this place was looking at. Specifically, that Tyranthraxus fellow.
Alright. Then you inform him of such. He informs you that he will look into it. Pretty much in that tone and statement. I will look into it.
Yeah, there's some sort of gate in Ulash and something about what was it? Something underground there.
It was There's supposed to be an underground gate. There's supposed to be a gate underneath a temple in Ulash that we're going to be checking out next because that's related to the second mark on our arms, and whoever's in charge there is most likely connected to the second mark of our bond, just like how Radasa was connected to the first part of our bond. So if my logic fails me, we've got to take out four more of these people that are working towards these really, really, really bad goals.
Oh yeah, and taking the weapons back from Gyogi.
Yeah. Taking your
Yes,
equipment
I'll
back
take
from
my
Yogi.
my other short sword.
Oh yeah, this is Gyogi. No, nice bard. He was kind of the one that cast a silent spell so that we could take care of Adatha. If you need a bard in your court, then you can always have him around. If not, well, I don't know.
He's a bit spooning. Just forward.
King Azalin listens to what she says and he chuckles and says, "He is already a bard in my court. It is why he was here. He impersonated me under my orders and got himself captured because of it."
See, I knew it was the same guy.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's the guy that I fired the lightning bolt at?
Yes.
During the parade?
Yes.
Oh.
The Yogi that you have had with your party is the guy that caused your bonds to activate.
That completely went over my head. It's like, oh crap, that's the guy I lightning bolted.
Yep.
I'm surprised he hasn't recognized me and said, "Hey, you're the asshole that blasted me with lightning. What the hell?"
Something about
But to be fair, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well, that too. But part of it is he was scared and huddling inside of the carriage. He didn't see anything.
Yeah, and Ray did set it on fire.
Yeah, all that he knows is the carriage suddenly bursts into flames, lightning strikes him, and all of a sudden Vangadahast comes in, scoops him up with a teleportation spell, and disappears off with him. That's all he knows of what happened.
That was completely in character what Amon said. He's like, wait, that's the guy I blasted with lightning? Oh dear.
To that,
To which
Gyogi...
Yogi would say, "You're the guy who blasted me with lightning?"
Right. To that, Gyogi does look at you and go, "Wait, that was you! Shouldn't have helped you die."
Hey,
Why?
in my defense, I was mind controlled at the time because you sounded like the king, and our bonds activated whenever he spoke, so... Yeah, it's...
Used to activate.
He says, "An act that I assure you I will never do again, because it appears that it is quite dangerous to impersonate the king's voice."
Yes,
Yeah, that's a
babe.
good idea. So no hard feelings about nearly killing you.
He groans and says, "I suppose."
Ah, good.
He
Ah, that's
then
good.
he then points a finger at you and says, "Just don't do it again."
Hey, don't worry. Unless you do a really bad performance, I won't be throwing lightning your way.
Did you just see Chim's like, don't say anything, Ray? Don't say anything, Ray. Good.
Vanger de Haast is going to walk up to the party and offer you something that was found during the course of time that that this has all been going on. While this was all going on, one of the soldiers returned and handed this thing to Vanger de Haast. He hands it to you. The item is a scroll that he says that was found inside the well, I suppose he wouldn't know the exact location of it. Actually, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I gave you that already. Yeah, where? Shoot, hang on. Oh, he hands you a dagger that he says, "This was found in the kitchen in the stomach of an Atug."
Ugh.
It's magical. I thought you might like it.
I'll take a look
What does
at
it do?
He says that it is a magical +1 dagger. The special ability that this dagger has is that it sings.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not holding on to that thing.
Can it be turned off?
I should say that better. It sings when you swing it.
Well, if you guys don't want it, I can take it.
So, Amon's like, yeah, singing swords or singing weapons in general is nothing that I want to be around. Knowing my luck, they probably sing something that I wouldn't like.
Yeah, hang on. Let me have to check something real quick because there's actually a scroll that I'd give you. Let me double check and make sure that it is a thing that is actually necessary in 5th edition. Because I'm not sure how that works anymore, so I'm not sure that that is something that you need that scroll for anymore. I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, no. It is definitely a thing that you'll need. Okay. He then hands you a scroll and says, "This was found in Rodotha's treasure vault. This is a scroll of protection from lycanthropes."
Lycanthropes.
Lycanthropes. As in, like, werewolves, werebats, wererats.
Yeah. Well, this will be useful. Still, that makes me wonder. Why did he have a scroll to protect against lycanthropy? I mean, I don't blame the guy. I mean, werewolves aren't particularly friendly, but still. What was he afraid they turned to a werewolf or something? Oh well. But chuck it in the pile of stuff of loot.
He steps back over to King Azoun at that point, and the two talk for a few minutes, and then he goes about his business. He heads off towards he heads off further into the hideout to do whatever it is that he is doing. King Azaun will also state that if you are ever in the capital city of Suzail, look me up. I will be happy to hold you up in my castle and even give you a feast to eat.
All right. Well,
Sounds fun.
plus, I still have a favor that I'm gonna bank on later, so I'll be able to. I'll be sure to look you up there.
And with that is everything to give you and everything to say. The only other thing that there is for me to say before closing out this chapter is that Thalia bids you a farewell and goes off on her own. Who knows where she went?
Take care.
Don't get eaten by but don't get eaten while in the sewers.
Oh, she's
And
not
thanks for the
going to the
help.
sewers.
Yeah,
She
watch-
actually does Xena like flip up the wall and then escapes through the hole in the ceiling.
Oh,
Show off.
So, watch what you're doing with him. Don't think we don't know what you're gonna go do with him.
So that said, you guys picked up tapestries and things of that nature in the Fire Knives hideout. Would you like to take these to Artur Grossman and try to sell them to him?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
if
I
we
don't
if we
think
have
the
the old
word
Java again,
try.
we-
I don't think the word try is applicable.
The word try really is not applicable here. I'm trying to re-find where it was. It was it in Kybor's place? No. Where was it? The thingy that mentioned the tapestries. Was it at the beginning?
well, we know we got 10 paintings that were worth about 1,000 gold each in our loot, but I don't remember anything about a tapestry or two.
Find painting.
We haven't picked up
Oh,
any
here it is.
tapestries.
The wizard's treasure room contains no, okay, sorry, it's not tapestries, it is paintings. Lots of paintings. Taking these back to Artur Grossman, for when you show him the 1,000 gold piece paintings, he smiles with a great big smile, thanks you for returning these lost pieces of art that his family has lost. And for each painting, he will give you twice its value. So 2,000
Ooh.
gold pieces per painting.
Cha-ching!
So
Okay,
what is
so
that?
That was 10,000. Now it's
20,000?
20,000.
Yeah, 20,000.
Would he like the gems as well? Would he like to buy the gems as well and the platinum?
You could sell them to him, but you won't get the full worth from the gems. They aren't.
okay.
They aren't.
Especially
important
because
to
he
him.
just paid us 20,000 gold. He doesn't have any left.
Right.
Yeah, right, here's your paintings. Let's go. Let's not deal with them any further. Push.
For the for the gems that you have 29 ornamental gems.
We have 29 ornamental gems, 8 semi-precious gems, 4 small precious gems. They include 2 lapis lazuli, 2 malachite, 1
you posted
moonstone.
it. We can read. You don't need to say the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mostly just have to write down.
The gem types are mostly for flavor text and the occasional, character interaction or perhaps a spell component. Like if we did have an expensive enough pearl, then we could use it for the identify spell, or a diamond for various castings or whatnot. Or suppose your character just likes a certain gemstone, then that would come into play.
Okay.
Otherwise, the DM just needs to roll on a chart for precious gems or whatnot.
Yeah,
Right.
like how Amon mentioned way back when that when we found the moonstone, he'd be like, when we get rid of it, we get out of this. Can I have that moonstone? He likes moonstones. What?
Well, why not? There's just one of them, and it's just the ornamental gem.
Yeah, Amon's gonna pocket the moonstone. He's like, well, oh. He thanks everyone for letting him keep this because, don't ask questions.
Go ahead.
So, the worth of all of the gems, not counting the moonstone, is 936 gold pieces.
Are we able to haggle it higher?
Make me a charisma check on that one. Whoever wants to.
Oh,
Who wants to try?
Does it
Whoever
get
wants to
the
try haggling?
proficiency, by the way?
Depends
If
on
you-
the check.
It's.
Are you trying to deceive them that their value is higher than it is? Are you trying to persuade them to give you more money? Or trying to...
I guess Halligan would use deception on the... It's like her business to what was it called? Jewel crafting, and she just likes to be a bit higher prices for things. So if making a deception is okay, then I'll do that.
Hang on. I'm trying to find something in the player's handbook.
Personally, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, we've got 20,000 gold worth of paintings, and
I know.
even if you haggle it up to 2,000, it's not gonna be much compared
I
to what we're
know.
gonna get
It's
anyway.
just character thing.
If it's what your character would do, then by all means do it.
Right. There are too many charismas in this thing. Here it is. Yeah, go ahead and do a persuasion check on that one.
Persuasion. Well, that doesn't get the proficiency then. 18.
I'll let you haggle it up to 1,000.
Oh, fine. A round number is always nice.
Round number is always nice, which is why I picked it. So,
So I had 1,000 more gold and removed the gems.
So at this point, you all return to the city of Tilverton. The king sets you up in the
Hang on, was
finest...
the gem shard included with the gems?
No, it was not, because it's
Okay.
already got a worth. The king puts you up in the finest room in the inn. After you, afterwards, he puts you up in the finest room in the inn. Before you head to bed and everything, there's a large feast held in the center of the city. The majority of the city attends because they're all happy to see that somebody is dealing with these bonds on their arms. Especially the fact that they can now speak to their king without threat of, getting dominated and whatnot. They're very pleased with that. You have a fancy meal. You rest out the night. And as the morning arises, you pack your gear after a pretty hearty breakfast, and you make your way out of Tilverton and on to further adventure. That said, you guys have now completed the first fifth of Curse of the Azure Bonds. Give yourselves all a hand for that one.
Allow me to get this out of my system.
End of chapter!
Technically, you've gone through 4 chapters already, but essentially this is the end of the first arc, if you will. But yeah. Next session, it will be up to you where you guys go. I mean, I know, Ulash is obviously calling you, but if you look at your maps of, your maps of the Dalelands, you'll notice the sheer distance between Tilverton and Ulash, and the fact that if you're following the road, there's at least one city in between, which is Ashbenford. Though if you're going that way, then you'd hit Hillsfar before Ulash. But if you're going the other way, then there's the Tower of Ashbenford and Voonlar. So I guess either way, you'd have to hit 2 things.
Yeah, we
going through the road anyway.
I guess this would be sort of a both out of character and in character thing for us to discuss either in between sessions or during next week's session.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys over the course of the week. So when the session starts up next week, you'll be able to say, we're going to go left or right, because I mean there's a Shadow Gap and then there's Tilver's Gap. Whether you're going through Ashbenford and then Hillsfar and then Ulash, or whether you're going the Tower of Ashaba, Voonlar, then Ulash, or if you're even going somewhere completely different, or whatever you want to do, really. So, I'll leave that up for you guys to talk about and decide over the course of the week. And just let me know by next session, and I can start leading you guys off towards that direction. That said, that is the end of this arc, the first fifth of Curse of the Azure Bonds. It took us 8 episodes to get through the first fifth, so here's to another, 8 per chapter. That would be interesting. I highly doubt that. But yeah, that said, that is it for today's session. So thank you everyone for playing.
By the way, is there a level up before next session so we can prepare?
Oh, yeah. There would be a... that is the end of that arc, so that would be a level up for the party. So.
Ooh, level 7.
Everybody's level 7. So, yep. And if you guys are heading to Ulash, then that means I get to play my favorite character from this campaign.
Oh dear.
Where is Ulash? I'm trying to find it on my Faerun map, but I can't find it.
The Faerun map may not have it.
Yeah, I've got Tilverton and Ashbenford, and then that goes up to Hillsfar, past the Comanther Forest.
Yeah. If you... let me open up Faerun map.
It's supposed to be south from the Sentinel Heap, or rather, keep, I mean. and west from Hero's Far.
Whoops.
Okay, so between the ruins of Zental Keep and Hills Far, basically on the south of the Moon Sea.
Well, it's not by the coast.
Yeah,
It's closer to the forest.
Yeah.
So we're basically in the Elven Court.
You're close to it. It's right against the edge of it.
Huh. All right.
So
that's up past Shadow. Oh, we could stop by and pay Elminster a visit.
Yeah, that's right. That's also Shadowdale. I forget that the Tower of Ashaba, like the map that I have says it's the Tower of Ashaba, but it's actually the Tower of Ashaba is inside of Shadowdale. Just for some odd reason they didn't list it as Shadowdale. That keeps confusing the crap out of me.
I don't have a map of the world.
You don't have the Daylands map?
No, I do not have a map.
We'll send you the Daylands map.
Thank you.
I thought I had sent everybody the Daylands map.
Well,
wasn't that during the first adventure where Card wasn't there?
Possible, I don't remember. I know I sent it out a couple of times, but it's entirely possible that it got missed or just didn't get sent to him or something. But there's that. I really should close out the podcast, though, since we're done. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for playing. And we'll see everybody next Sunday at standard 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, keep calm and pony on, everybody.